Hi everyone, and welcome back. My name is Tara, and today we're going to be doing a short mindful movement yoga class. And so while all yoga, of course, is mindful movement, we're going to place a little bit more emphasis on the practice of mindfulness within our physical practice today. So this is just a way for us to connect back to the present moment and really practice being aware of what's in front of us, what we're thinking, how we're feeling, and coming back to the breath with every move that we make. So come onto your mat and we'll get started whenever you're ready. So we're going to start today's practice in a wide-legged child's pose at the back of our mat. Bringing your knees nice and wide. Settle your hips back towards your heels and melt your forehead down towards the mat. Just allow your forearms to be heavy and relax your shoulders. So let your shoulder blades roll up towards the ears. And soften across the face, the eyes, the jaw. When you're ready, take a deep inhale through the nose. And a deep exhale, let it go through the mouth. Then just start to bring your awareness towards your inhales and your exhales. Feel the connection of your body against the ground. Without any judgment, begin to notice how you feel. Noticing any thoughts, any sensations as they're present in the body. And then bring your awareness back to the breath. Take one more full round of breath here. And empty the air out of the lungs completely on the next exhale. Keeping your hips settling towards the heels, start to walk your hands as far as you can towards the left side of the mat. Inhale to find a little bit of length, and then exhale, melt your head back towards the ground. Take one full breath into the side body. Full exhale. Then inhale, look forward between the hands, walk your way all the way through center and right over to the right. Side body stretch on this side, deep inhale. Deep exhale, melt your head a little bit closer towards the ground. Continuing to use your breath as an anchor. And breathe a little bit more presence and compassion into your body, into your mind. At the end of the next exhale, look forward between the hands, walk your way back through center. Then press yourself up into a tabletop. Bring your hips on top the knees, shoulders on top the wrists, tuck the toes. 3 mindful cat-cows. Inhale, soften the belly towards the ground, reach the chest forward, look forward, have a little bend in the elbows here. And then full exhale to round in. Press your hands into the mat, coil the spine up towards the sky. Follow your own pace here, so inhale to soften. And then exhale, rounding in, again being present of every sensation in the body as you go. Full inhale and full exhale. Come back to a neutral tabletop position. Walk your hands a little bit forward in space, spread your fingers wide, and then lift your hips up and back. Find a downward dog. And in downward dog, again, just noticing how this first one of the day is feeling. Without judgment, maybe pedal out the feet, twist the hips, shake the head yes and no. Feeling the connection of your feet and your hands against the mat, grounding you. And then find stillness. Take a deep inhale and a full exhale.
Look forward between the hands and baby step your way up towards the top of the mat. Just move one step at a time. No rush. When you get there, bring your feet hip width apart. Inhale, hands to the shins, reach the chest forward, find a flat back. And then exhale, fold forward. Arms are heavy, head relaxes. Bend the knees as much as you need to here. Grab onto opposite elbows and just let yourself dangle here. Maybe swaying a little bit from side to side. Just allowing anything that happened before this moment roll off the back and into the ground. Noticing the breath, how it's feeling. Then release the grip on your elbows, root your heels down into the ground, and one vertebrae at a time, roll yourself carefully all the way up to stand. No rush. Once your head reaches the top, sweep the arms up overhead, palms touch, look up, maybe take a little back bend here, open the heart to the sky. And then exhale, hands to the heart and down alongside the body. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead, palms touch, look towards the thumbs. And as you exhale, fold forward with a flat back, let that go. Inhale, hands to the shins, reach the chest forward, find length. And then exhale, fold. Bend your knees, plant your hands, step back into downward dog. In downward dog, take a full inhale and full exhale. Lower down onto the knees. Cat-cow, inhale, soften the belly to the ground, reach the chest forward, look forward. Exhale, tuck the chin into the chest, round through the spine. Come back to neutral, widen the knees, untuck the toes, find child's pose again. Resetting yourself, grounding down. Take a deep inhale and a deep exhale. Then inhale, come back into tabletop, bringing the knees back underneath the hips, shoulders on top of the wrists, tuck the toes, lift the hips up and back, find downward dog again. Bring your big toes together. As you inhale, sweep the right leg up overhead, open up the hips, stack the right hip over the left, and then bend the top knee. Take an inhale, maybe reach that knee up towards the sky a little bit higher. As you exhale, pull the knee in towards you, set up for a pigeon, place the right knee just to the outside of the right wrist, and extend the left leg straight back behind you. Have a little flex in the front foot to protect the knee, bring your hands under your shoulders. Inhale, reach the chest up towards the sky, lengthen the spine. Keep that length in the spine as you start to melt your torso forward. Walk your hands out in front of you, folding down. Maybe come onto the forearms. You can widen the elbows, place the hands, or place the forehead on the hands. Wherever you are, take an inhale, lengthen the spine forward. And as you exhale, soften into that hip, letting go of any internal judgment. Come back to the inhales and exhales. Maybe rocking very gently from side to side here. Softening through the back of the head, take one more full breath. Deep exhale again, just being present with every sensation as it arises. And then carefully lift yourself back up onto the hands. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knees, step back into downward dog. In downward dog, just pedal out the feet, twist the hips a little bit here. Find stillness. As you inhale, roll forward into a plank pose, shoulders over the wrists. Lower the knees to the ground, untuck the toes. Bend your elbows, lower yourself all the way down onto your belly. Once you land, wiggle your hips around and then separate your feet, hip width apart. Tops of the feet press down, knees lift, reach back behind you, interlock your hands at the lower back. As you inhale, pull your fists towards the back heels, reach the chest forward and up, find length. Back of the neck is long, look down towards the ground. Take another inhale, maybe lift a little higher. Then exhale, release hands to either side of the chest. Press yourself through tabletop position first. Reset in child's pose. Bring the knees nice and wide. Take a deep inhale here. And a deep exhale, let that go. Maybe roll your head a little bit from side to side. Using the connection of your forehead against the ground to come back into your body, noticing sensation. And finding your breath and that present moment awareness again. And then find stillness. Inhale, come back into tabletop. Bring your knees underneath the hips, shoulders on top of the wrists, tuck the toes, downward dog. Take a deep inhale and a deep exhale, maybe lowering your heels a little bit closer to the ground. Then bring your big toes together again. Inhale, reach the left leg up overhead, open up the hips, stack the left leg over the right, and then bend that top knee as much as you can. Take another inhale here, find length. As you exhale, gently place the left knee to the outside of the left wrist and extend the right leg straight back behind you. Just meeting yourself where you're at on this side, hands to either side of you. Find a little bit of length, reach the chest up towards the sky, and then keep that length in the chest as you melt your torso forward any amount. You can close the eyes here if that helps keep your awareness inwards on the breath. Maybe rock a little bit from side to side here. Take one more full inhale and full exhale. Good. And then very carefully press yourself all the way back up. Shift the weight over to the left hip, swing your legs out in front of you. Slide forward on the mat so you have enough room to lie down onto your back. Grab your knees, take your knees with you as you go. Wrap the arms around the legs and rock from side to side here. Again, feel the connection of the back body against the mat, grounding you into the present. Using the breath to find that mind-body connection. Keep your right knee bent, interlace your hands just below the knee and extend the left leg long onto the ground. Gently slide the right knee out towards the right shoulder. And maybe rock that knee a little bit from side to side. Just being with everything as it comes right here, right now. And then find a twist. Reach your right arm out into a T shape with the palm facing down. Take your left hand to the outside of the right knee. Inhale to prepare, exhale, twist. Carefully lower the right knee any amount towards the left. Take a deep inhale up the spine. Deep exhale, maybe turn your head over towards the right. One more full breath, not rushing it, taking your own time. Empty the air out of the lungs completely. Then carefully roll back onto the back, hug that right knee in just for a breath. Then extend the right leg long beside the left. Reach the arms back, full body stretch. Exhale, soften, maybe noting the difference between each side. Then pull the left knee into the chest, interlace your hands just below the knee. Gently slide the left knee out towards the left shoulder. Maybe rock that knee a little bit from side to side. If the mind is wandering, maybe as you inhale, repeat silently, I am breathing in. And as you exhale, repeat silently, I am breathing out. And then find your twist. Reach your left arm straight out into a T shape, palm faces down. Take your right hand to the outside of the left knee. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, twist. Carefully lower that left knee any amount towards the right.
Big inhale up the spine. Big exhale, deepen any amount into your twist. Find one more full breath here, honoring your body. And then carefully roll back onto the back. Hug that left knee into the chest just for a breath. Hug the right knee in towards the chest. Open the knees up nice and wide. So knees moving towards either shoulder. You can hold still or rock a little bit from side to side. And then slide your knees back together. Give yourself one final squeeze. Wrap the arms around the legs. Pull the nose up towards the knees. Squeeze everything in nice and tight. Then as you exhale, just allow your body to fall out onto the mat and set up in a position that feels comfortable for a final moment of rest. So maybe coming into constructive rest where the knees stay bent. You can come into full shavasana with the legs extended long onto the ground. Wherever you are, feel the body surrendering completely into the mat. Take a deep inhale and a deep cleansing exhale. Just moving throughout your day today, noticing if your mind is wandering into the past or the future. Without judging yourself when this happens, simply notice and come back to your breath. Reminding yourself that the present moment, the here and the now, is the only thing that's real. And the present moment is where everything happens. Letting go of the judgment and the stories that the mind may spin into. Maybe day by day, find a little bit more comfort in your inhale and your exhale. Stay resting here for as long as you'd like. Thank you so much, everyone, and we'll see you next time. Namaste.